And we're live. Sorry, y'all, I'm having some technical issues again this morning. Getting going, so apologize for delay in getting on here. Welcome to the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, Daily Reader podcast, where we read from a daily reader or devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including prayer, meditation, and breath work, to learn to stay more present and better our lives. I appreciate everybody being here. If that's something you're interested in or you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future updates. We meet daily at 7 a.m. With the exception of today when I have technical issues and such. But yeah, 7 a.m. most days. We'll be live right here on YouTube. I look forward to seeing y'all there. Without further ado, y'all, we'll go ahead and get started. Trying to see if my tripod with my camera. Okay, we are good to go now. It's kind of a little bit of a issue this morning. I don't know what it is, but it's something to do with the horizontal or vertical. Well, basically the horizontal. Excuse me, the vertical or horizontal. It's better to film in horizontal. I've learned with the phone, as it looks better on YouTube. You actually have a full screen instead of a partial screen. I've had trouble with the past with it on Facebook Live. I fixed that. And then now I got YouTube, and I'm still struggling a little bit with that. I don't know. I think it's detecting my phone on my tripod. Sometimes it moves a little bit. I think it's messing up that. So, anyways, when I finish ranting, y'all, about all that, so we can get started. Go ahead and find a safe place, as well as a stopping point, depending on what you have going on this morning. Then I'll give you a minute to get there. Usually I jump right into this, but I'm really been aware of being maybe a little too fast with some things. So with that awareness, I'm making some changes. Let's go and get somewhere you can sit down. Preferably sit down and not lie down. You might fall asleep if you're laying down, but okay. So when you're there, if it's comfortable for you to do so, you can go ahead and close your eyes. Take some slow, deep cleansing breaths, breathing in your nose and out your mouth. Today we're going to do an awareness meditation, being aware of the sensations that we feel in our body. So this isn't emotions, this isn't feelings, y'all. This is more of just like touch, pressure, things like that, any kind of itch. So I want you to put your awareness on your body. Right now, it's not running down my throat. Things like that. Sorry. Probably grossed a lot of y'all out on that one. I know. A little bit of allergies bothering me a little bit this morning. So I'll model for you guys so y'all know and gals. And trans people, whoever's out there joining me. Appreciate all of y'all being here. So whatever you identify with, you're welcome to be here on this channel. I should say whatever you identify as, you're welcome on this channel. No judgment, and I'll accept you fully. So yeah, as far as modeling goes, I put my awareness right now is on my feet. My feet are on the floor, and I can feel the pressure in my feet from the floor, from them hitting the floor. It's another sensation that I'm having. Also, pressure in my body just sitting here in this chair. So as I do this, it's about full acceptance. So you want to accept those sensations in your body, whatever they are. Heaviness of my arms on the side of the chair rest. I don't know if y'all realize it or not, but this is taking you out of your head as well, taking you out of the past, worrying about even regretting any of the past, or worrying about the future. It's about embodiment and being here now in this present moment, in our bodies and not in our heads. Healing occurs really from thinking. I believe thinking can heal, but it's mostly about feeling. Majority of healing comes from feeling. As the saying goes, feel to heal. But I have had some healing just from thinking and just basically thinking and changing a perspective. So I'm not going to say that thinking doesn't help us heal, because it does. At least in my case, it has. So it can be both. Feel the air going through my nose, out my mouth. Sensation of that. Let's go ahead and do one more breath. Then we'll do the serenity prayer. This last breath, just take it as deep as you can, breathing in your nose, and on the exhale, release any stress or tension that you might be holding on to, and just blow it out audibly. And prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, the wisdom to know the difference, living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace. Taking I'll have to read my, haven't got all of it memorized yet. Taking as he did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever and ever in the next. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, Daily Reader podcast, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including prayer, meditation, and breath work to help us stay more present uh, in our lives and to better our lives. Thanks for being here. If you're new here and haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel for future updates. June the 8th. Even in my illness, I heard very clearly the suggestion at Al-Anon meetings to get a sponsor. As I began to experience the love and acceptance for which I had longed as a child, it gave me the courage to look for a sponsor. When I found her, she was just what my higher power ordered. Today, she is my best friend. She works one of the best programs of anyone that I know, and she helps me to work mine better, too. My sponsors always encourage me to receive the blessings of service, first at the group level and then at the local and area levels. In service, I found a group of people who truly accept and include me. They encourage me to develop new talents and to put my existing ones to work. It's hard to stay in my problems when surrounded by so many members striving to give back to the fellowship a portion of what they had received. When I see people in Al-Anon service working the steps, it encouraged me to get busy and work them too. When I see others take action in their lives, it encourages me to do the same. I've made amends to my parents, and now I'm working on having a better relationship with them. I've let go of some harmful associations and developed new ones with friends in the program. I've used the talents I discovered doing service work to get a college degree, a better job, and a better place to live. I know commitment to this program works because today I'm living the results. Thought for the day. When I make a commitment through service, I really am making a commitment to myself. As I join in maintaining a program that is spread around the world, I get a sense of hope for my own life's possibilities. That's from the book, When I Got Busy, I Got Better, page 25. Interesting reading, y'all. Curious if you have any thoughts about it, any ideas. You can just leave those in the comments if so. Personally, I've had two different sponsors so far. One of them I worked with an AA sponsor. We did, well, say he's a sponsor, but he's not specifically an AA sponsor, but we did the steps from the AA perspective, step 1 to 4. And then I had another sponsor took me back through 4, through step 9. And I'm grateful for both of them. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from both of them. Yeah, and it's good. So the reason I redid step 4 is there was I had a little bit of confusion. I think maybe on 4 and maybe done it with the wrong perspective. It caused me a lot of panic attacks, a lot of grief and things like that the first time I did step 4. So I think I was maybe misunderstanding it. I was really beating myself up really bad, for some things I had done in the past, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go to jail now, and craziness. So I ended up really thinking that was going to be the case, and not saying it's not, it can't be the case, right? For some people, and when they work the steps and they do their amends and things like that, but uh, for me, it wasn't like that, thankfully. Uh, and then it also mentions here, we talked a little bit about service work. Uh, Actually, let's go back to the sponsor thing. So I think it's really important to have a sponsor. Uh, Matter of fact, I haven't had one in probably a year. I'm focused on a little bit more stuff than another program right now, but I am going to pretty soon go back and be working with a sponsor uh, here in the 12 steps. Whether it's this program or another program, I think me personally, I belong in several of the programs for the 12 steps. And yeah, I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but that's for me personally. Uh, but thankfully, the issues I'm having has been, most of them have been resolving or already resolved. So I'm blessed for that. So I credit a lot of that to the 12 step rooms. Helped me live a lot more peaceful life each and every day. So it's good. So the service work, getting into service work now, could be volunteer. I'm a really big believer in volunteering, so I do different things. Also giving to like certain organizations. I give to a couple organizations actually a little bit of money each month. Uh, and yeah, I think that's a blessing to be able to do that. Also to be able to bless others and not keep it all for ourselves, right? I think it's important to spread the love, spread the wealth around. And then when it comes to service work, I do actually, I can just talk about my experience here, but I think it's really about sharing our experience, strength, and hope, by the way, y'all, when we come into the steps in the rooms. A lot of people, myself included, we rant a lot. We get into our story and we're like, poor me, and this person did me wrong, or whatever. It don't really matter what it is, whatever that story we're telling ourselves in our head. But eventually we get to the point where we actually share our experience, strength, and hope in life. And that's a powerful, powerful place to be when you can get there. Uh, Not that I'm perfect with it, but I don't really complain as much as I used to, and about all my issues and problems and whatever's going on. I come to groups to help other people, right? So that's part of the service work. We're able to share that with others to be able to help them better their lives as well. So, and it don't really just have to be a program for dealing with some kind of addiction or whatever with someone that's got an addiction in your life. Uh, it actually is a true life living program, and the principles and tools that I learn I can use in other areas of my life as well. Speaking of service work, the volunteering, I mean, I volunteer. Uh, Me and a couple other people volunteered to create a 12 step fellowship meeting in our area. So we did that about a year and a half ago. It's still going strong, by the way. We got like 5 people on average that attend. And I lead once a month. That's part of my volunteer service work that I do in the fellowship. So, but as I mentioned, that can be our personal lives as well. I volunteer right now. I volunteer with another men's work organization, worldwide. And yeah, if y'all have any interest in a men's only specific organization, focuses on mission and purpose, masculinity, and healing core wounds, definitely reach out to me. I can get you the information on it. It's the groups we meet. Some groups meet every week, and others meet every 2 weeks. Ours meet every 2 weeks right now. We've only got about 4 to 6 people on average that come. But I volunteer right now. I'm helping co-host socials that we have to do. We went out and eat at a Mexican restaurant a couple weeks ago, and then in July the 27th, we're going to be doing a local hike. So it's me and another person is co-hosting that. So looking forward to that. It's part of my volunteer work. I did a lot of service or volunteer work when I was a kid too, from like the ages of like 14 to 18. Did a lot of volunteering, like community service, so police, fire, EMS, things like that. I really enjoyed that. So I think it's important that we do that, though, right, y'all, to continue to better the world, better our society. So yeah, this the 12 steps help encourage that also. Doesn't really just have to be, like I mentioned, at the meetings. I mean, that's great that it starts there, but it don't have to stop there. It can also ripple out in our community and even the world. So yeah. So I hope y'all got something out of that. Look forward to seeing everybody again tomorrow morning, same time, 7 a.m. Uh, actually, I take that back. Tomorrow morning is Monday. I'm probably gonna. It is I think maybe once a week. I'm just trying to debate on that. What I'm going to do on that. If I'm going to do it at the same time. Yeah, let's stick for now. Let's stick with the same time. I was gonna take tomorrow off and sleep in the morning, but I think it's important right now to honor the commitment 7 days a week to be on here. So, but I may end up eventually doing 6 days a week at a certain time, and then the other day a week, maybe changing the time or something. But we'll see. Just play that by ear for now. But blessings, as always. Peace and love. Bye for now.